Good morning, students. Yesterday we will discuss about the whole numbers, different type of whole numbers and addition of whole numbers. Now today we will discuss subtractions of whole numbers and different type of subtractions and questions of subtractions also. First, in the addition we have closure property that a plus b. If we have two numbers and we will add these two numbers, then we always got it a whole number. If we add two numbers, otherwise we change the position of these two numbers, then it is also a whole number. This property is known as commutative property and this one is closure property. Third one property also we have, if we we add a plus b, after that we add c, then it is also equal to if we add first b plus c and then we add c. Name of these properties are, this one is closure property, this one is commutative property, and last one is associative property. But these properties we can't apply in subtraction. Why? Because if we subtract two numbers like 3 minus 2, then we got it 1. It is a whole number. But if we subtract 2 minus 3, then it is minus 1. It is not a whole number. So we can't apply first one closure property in the subtractions, because sometimes we got it 1 but sometimes we can't got it. So we will say if a minus b is equals to c, we can apply if a is greater than b. It means if a is bigger number, b is smaller, then we got it always a whole number. Like 7 minus 6, we got it 1. 8 minus 5, we got it 3. Here first number will be greater than the second number. So we will say here we can apply closure property in this condition. If a is greater than b, first number will be greater than second number. But if first number is smaller than second number, then we can't apply this property. For example, if a is 4, b is 7, then answer will be minus 3. So here 4 is the small, then 7. So we can't got it a whole number. So we cannot apply a closure property, because our closure property statement is that if we subtract two numbers or we add, otherwise we apply any type of operation on the two whole numbers, then result will be also a whole number. जो आपका रिजल्ट आएगा बेटा वो भी क्या होना चाहिए, एक होल नंबर होना चाहिए. बट यहाँ होल नंबर्स नहीं है, बिकॉज इफ वी subtract in this condition, then we got it a negative number, and negative will not be a whole number. So we can say here we can't apply this property in subtractions. Commutative and associative also we can't apply, because if a minus b is not equals to always here b minus a. Okay students, like if we subtract 7 minus 4, then we got it 3. But if we subtract 4 minus 7, then we got it minus 3. So here both numbers are not equal, then we can say here we can't apply commutative property also in the subtraction. Last one property is known as associative property. Then associative is also can't apply in this, because a minus b minus c is not equals to a minus b minus c. If you take example here 7 minus 4 minus 3, then first we subtract these two numbers. So 7 minus 4 we got it 3, last minus 3, then we got it 0. If we subtract here 7 minus 4 minus 3, first we subtract these two numbers, then 7 minus 4 minus 3, 1. 7 minus 1, we got it 0. So here this number and this number, both numbers are not equals, then we can say they are, we can say here we can't apply commutative property also here. Now we will do some questions of subtractions. Here a number is given that 6, 7, 6 plus 7 is equals to 13. Here we want to write two statements of subtraction. Our first question is given that two numbers and addition of these two numbers is a 13. Now we want to write here two subtraction statement. So how we can write? First we change the 7, then 13 minus 7 is equals to, we will got it 6. It is our first statement. Now second statement, if we change the position of 6, then 13 minus 6, we got it 7. So this type we can write two results or two statements. Second questions, we want to subtract some numbers and check result corresponding. Then we take here example, it is our first question. Now second question, we want to subtract 3, 0, 4, 9, 9 minus 1, 0, 4, 3, 2. We subtract these two numbers and we want to also check our answer by addition. So how we will do? See here. First we subtract 304 99 minus 104 3 2. Then 9 minus 2 7. 9 minus 3 we will got it 6. 4 minus 4 0. 0 minus 0 again 0. 3 minus 1 we will got it 2. Now we want to check this subtraction using cross addition. Then how we will check? We will add this number or result in this number. Then 1 0 4 3 2 plus 2 0 0 6 7. Then what we got it? 7 plus 2 9, 6 plus 3 again 9, 4 as it is 0, 2 plus 1 3. So we got it same number here. If we got it same number, then our result is correct. Otherwise our result will be wrong. Again you check your answer by subtractions. Understand, students? Today you will do this exercise and multiplication also, exercise 2D also you will do. How? See here. First we understand all these three properties in multiplication also. Then first property here, closure property. Our closure property says that if we add, multiply or subtract two numbers, then again result will be also closure. Then we say here we can apply closure property. So here we take some example. A multiplied by B, if we got it C, then C is also a whole number. So we will say we can apply closure property in this number in multiplication. In addition also we can apply closure property, but we can't apply in subtraction. This property we can't apply in subtractions. How? See here. If we multiply 4 by 3, then we got it 12. Then 4 also a whole number and 3 is also a whole number. Then we say here result is also a whole number. Then we say here we can apply a closure property. Commutative property. If A multiplied by B is equal to B multiplied by C. Like here, if we multiply by 4 by 3, then we got it 12. If we change the position of these numbers, like 3 multiplied by 4, then again we got it, result is 12. So we will say here, we can apply closure property here. Now, associative. If we multiply 3 numbers, then if we multiply first 2 numbers firstly, and in second part if we multiply last 2 numbers firstly. How? See here, if we multiply 3 multiply 4 by 5, then first we multiply here 2 numbers 3 and 4. Then 3 multiply by 4 we got it 12, multiply by 5 we got it 60. Here 3 multiply 4 multiply by 5, then 4 5 ja 20, multiply by 3, 23 ja 60. We will got it, answer is 60. So both answers are same. So we can say here, in the multiplication we can also apply these 3 properties. Now some properties are also important in the multiplication, like 0. If we multiply any number by 0, then answer always will be 0. If you multiply any number by 0, then answer will be always 0. Similarly, if you multiply any number by 1, then answer will be remain same as the number. If number here will be 17, then answer will be also 17. Understand, students? Then do these 2 exercises, 2C and 2D, in your rough notebook and do practice of these 2 exercises. Remaining part we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you, students.